Hey everybody, Tabitha here from Tabitha Explores, ready to take you on our next adventure together. So this next video is going to be a little bit different again. We're going to go back a number of years. So back in my early 30s, I decided that I was going to go work on some cruise ships for a while. So to kind of give you a bit of background on me and how I got my love of travel, I think I always liked travel. I went to Disneyland a few times as a kid with family and loved that. And then when I was in high school, I wanted to do an exchange program in Japan. Unfortunately, it was not really affordable for us at the time, but I chose to start working after high school, saving some money, and decided to go to Japan on my own. So that was kind of my first foray into foreign travel, and I loved it. I loved it so much. I was there for 3 weeks and then saved up for the next 2 years and went for 5 weeks the next time. So I really grew to love travel. And as I got older, I traveled as much as I could, but of course life gets in the way. You work and you got to pay rent and all those things. So it was a lot harder to travel. So when I was getting to 29, 30 years old, I started thinking about how I could change my life so that travel could be a part of it. And I chose at that time to do a contract working on cruise ships. Now, I had a friend who had done it years before, so I was checking in with her. Shout out to Kristen if you're watching. You and that conversation we had, you may not even remember it, but it definitely changed the trajectory of my life, all for the better. So I think it was 2007, I went on a trip to Spain to visit a friend who was working overseas. And it was there that I kind of realized that I really had to do something that gave me the opportunity to travel while I worked so that I could make some money and, see the world. So getting back from that trip, I started to apply. December of that year, 2007, I had an interview, was basically hired and told to wait for a call. So I had a house at the time, so I had to put it up for rent, get all my things into storage, not really knowing how soon or far away this first contract was going to be. It was February of 2008, I got a call from them saying, basically, can you leave in the next, I think they'd given me 5 days or something like that. And I was like, no, I don't have enough time. So they said, okay, 2 weeks later then. And I said, sure, yeah, I can do that. So I had about not quite 3 weeks to finish getting all my things into storage, renting out my place, finding someone to watch over the place, that sort of thing, and then get on a plane. It was absolutely terrifying, but at the same time, the best decision I ever made. So ever since then, I've really loved to travel, as well as, I've taken kind of fear as motivation to do the things that scare me a little bit. And so I went and I worked on cruise ships, and I was lucky. I had a ship that I was joining in South America for my first contract, but it was traveling up to Alaska. And as I lived in Victoria, BC, I knew that, if I could make it to the Alaska season, if I was really hating it, I could just get off the ship and go home, change my mind. But I did not hate it. I loved it. And I did almost 5 years of working on cruise ships, and I loved what I did. So I initially worked with Celebrity Cruises, and then I moved over to Azamara Club Cruises. It wasn't quite called that then, but that's what it is now. And it's a smaller, more luxury brand. They are a really good brand. I hope they're as good as they were when I was there. A lot of people I know, and hopefully some of you are watching, still work with the line, and I hope that they're doing that because they enjoy it so much. So If you have questions about cruising, about cruise ship life, you're welcome to reach out to me through comment on my video or by email, tabithaexplores@gmail.com. I'll happily answer any questions you have about cruising, places to go, things to see, and even ship life if that's what you're interested in. So this series will be a little bit about the photos that I took when I was on board ships. I had a request from my mother. She wanted to see some of my photos from the Italian coast. She actually joined me on a ship in this area at one time. So she really wants to, see those photos again. And so I'm happy to show them here. So this video is photos from when I was on the coast of Italy, taken from Naples, Pompeii, Sorrento, and the Amalfi Coast. So I really hope that you like this video. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.